Hey guys, listen, welcome to Little Blackbird 91. Listen, can I be honest with you? It's a setup. It's a complete setup. I'm going to tell you why. Listen, y'all have to trust me on this. This season is a setup. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna give my theory. The producers have done some shenanigans with some of the people on the show. Okay, because something about the editing has been really off to me. Let me tell you why. If you notice, a lot of the conversations were rounding, like, for instance, why the girls choose Hannah? Oh, because all the other girls had actually tried to explore. No, Hannah found the guy she wanted to be with and she locked in. No, because that's not what the show is asking for this season, right? Okay. What did Jeremiah get punished for? Locking in. And we just so happen to have Casa Moore, a day after? Right after the people that are getting sent home are because they're locking in. Really deep it. That's when I started clocking. I said, and they keep editing conversations to be about people locking in and not choosing to explore with everybody else. But wait, Andrea didn't explore with anybody. I mean, she was open though, but she didn't really explore with anybody. Oh. And so I'm clocking. I'm like, okay, this feels like a setup. This feels like a really weird setup. That you're trying to do something new. The show is trying to do something new, hence why the rules have changed for Casa and Moore. Have you noticed? And that's what I said. Oh, you think you can write a whole new script? Oh, you think you can write a whole new script? You ain't gonna write on me, okay? Because suddenly now got new rules. Nobody's going home. We all get to go back into the villa. We all get to go back in the villa. We all get to do what we need to do. And I said, wait, hold on a minute. This is weird. This is really, really weird. Why is it? Why? And all these things are happening coincidentally. So wait, hold on a minute. Usually every season there are strong couples, right? They're usually strong couples. And also Nick and Sierra are like not closing it. It's also really interesting. You know what I mean? It's just really interesting in that aspect. But like just before Casa comes in, we start to see that they're literally trying to eradicate anybody who's trying to be a strong couple. Like Ace was really fighting to wait till last minute. Nick is fighting not to be locked down. It feels like some people have got a memo and we didn't get the memo. That's what it feels like, right? It feels like some people got a memo and we weren't invited. And as soon as you activate the clause, you got to go. You got to go. You know? So for me personally, I'm like, nah. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. It feels very orchestrated. It feels very like you're trying to force things to happen. There's nothing really surprising about Love Island because of Love Island, like I said, human nature is quite predictable. You know what I'm saying to you? Human nature is actually quite predictable. But when someone's pulling strings, you can kind of feel it because of the way things tend to happen. And when they're editing, that's where it feels like for me, you're giving the game away. If you keep editing conversations to be about the reason why we're voting people off is because they're actually not exploring, then you're trying to tell us something. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, what's going on? Hey, anyway, Huda's still in there. Yes, Huda is still in there. Huda, because again, Huda is like, how do I call this? A golden goose egg. Let me tell you why. Because she's a single mother. You know, that's a whole new crowd, you know. I need you to deep it. It's a whole new crowd, you know, right? It's a whole new crowd that, you know, Huda's gonna bring in because Huda's that single mother, you know what I'm saying? Huda's got a really interesting crowd of people that support her. Like she's a single mother on Love Island. You can do anything, even if you're a single mother, you can be on Love Island. I don't think you should be on Love Island personally. I can't lie to you. You should not be on Love Island, not with all the kissing and the sexual energy that's going on in that place. You need to not be a single mother, not because I'm shaming you, but because I just don't think this is a show that when someone then comes to collect you on Love Island, they don't have to deal with you and the child. Do you know what I'm saying to you? That's a lot of responsibility. It's Love Island, you know, not Married at First Sight. I just think to myself, I just don't think that's something you need to be doing. Like, if the guys have kids, they shouldn't be on that show either. I just don't think anybody with a kid should be on the show. You know what I'm saying to you? So for me personally, I'm not about that. But they've allowed it to go in. Now, here's my thing. I'm gonna quickly skip over a few things. What I'm concerned about was the fact that Ace, Ace situation. I don't get why Ace was so passionate that Hannah didn't go. Like I don't get it. Why are you so passionate about Hannah going? I don't get it. I don't understand. What's the real situation here? You know what I'm saying to you? Like no one understand. Like I'm deep in. I'm not supposed to say, Ace, why are you pissed? Pissing me off. Do what? He was going to do the exact same thing as what was he going to do? No. What is he going to do? That's why I said I feel like the show is involved. I know the guy. Like if you listen very carefully, the show is involved. I know we think that. Listen, they can't all have the same idea. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That I feel like the producers are involved. They can't all come to the same conclusion that people are closing themselves off, and that's why they're voting people off. Right? Except that be something that they've been told beforehand. That's why I keep telling you that when you keep hearing them edit the show and edit the language that they keep talking about, people keep locking in, and that's why they're voting them off. And then Casa Amor so happens to change the rules this season. It's got nothing to do with how they voted. I promise you, it's got nothing to do with how they promoted. The show already had that in mind. You have to understand when they do a show, they're producing it, but they're very clever in how they produce a show. And you have to understand how these reality TV shows happen. They do push people. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you when pushing. They'll tell you when they ain't do nothing, but they're pushing people because there ain't no reason why Taylor comes up with the same excuse that Shelly comes up with. Why is that the same excuse? Why is it that Taylor and Shelly come up with the same excuse? Taylor's saying, we thought Jeremiah's going to make the same problem. He's going to lock in. What's wrong with locking in? And then Hannah's locked in. What's wrong with locking in? It's Love Island. You're supposed to lock in. What's wrong with that? And then we get Nick intentionally not trying to lock in. Interesting. After you done did the deed. Interesting. This feels a little bit like a setup. It feels very, very weird. It feels like you're already trying to puppeteer to us what we should be seeing as who you want to win. That's what I'm saying to you. Something's happening. Something's actually happening behind the scenes. It's not normal. It's not normal to keep having this rhetoric being pushed all the time on the show. We're in 7 seasons in, and I've never seen this before. We're like 12 seasons in. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. Like this is weird. Get off. It'll fly in my face. Get the heck out. You know?
Now that Jeremiah's gone, and now that
you know, even Amaya is confused as to why she's here. Even Amaya is confused herself as to why she's here. She even thinks she should have been gone. She's looking at it going, I should have been gone by now. Okay? All right. Amaya is a scapegoat. I'm going to tell you this now. You see, when you write a story, you have to have some scapegoats, red herrings. You got to have some people that are stars, some people that are the baits and the pawns. Okay? Amaya is a pawn. In the game of this show, Amaya is a pawn. She's your piñata you can laugh at and beat a stick at. A very pretty piñata, by the way, but she's a piñata you can start hitting a stick at. You know what I mean? Right? Because this desperation that she has, the girl should have sent her home. I don't know if Huda was orchestrating things behind the scenes, but I don't know how, I don't know how Amaya stayed in. Okay? I'm surprised. You feel me? Okay? Yeah, she's a sacrificial lamb, a piñata, whatever you want to call it, blood. They are beating her with a stick, bro. Okay? All right? And it's to sell a story. You know what I'm saying to you? Now, I just want to say, Amaya, desperation ain't cute. Okay? Amaya, desperation isn't cute. This is the second time you've had a secret kiss, and it's not going to work out for you. Okay? A scapegoat, exactly. Now, I'm saying this, Amaya, for me personally, I need her to chill. Okay? Desperation isn't a cute look on you, baby. Like, I'm not a big fan of it, blood. I'm like, you went out here kissing Zach 50. Baby, listen, desperation's not cute. Okay? Desperation here is not cute. Don't do it. I don't want it, desperation. Let me tell you why it's desperation, okay? Let me tell you why it's desperation for Amaya. The problem with desperation, okay? Yes, desperation has a sound. You already know this, Sean. The reason why it's desperation is because she's using it as a way of trying to draw a man in. But we did this last time. We did this with, do you know who we did this with? Austin. And it didn't work. Amaya needs to freaking chill. Why are you always trying to prove yourself? I want to know Amaya's background. I want to know her childhood because I need to coach that girl. Because old girl sis is broken. Every time you're out here running in the streets trying to collect a man quickly, baby, listen, you doing too much. But the thing is, and we can say Ace traumatized her. I don't think Ace traumatized her. She's been consistent with her behavior from Ace. She does too much. She does too much. She's too quick to pounce. Like, and when I say too quick to pounce, let me tell you this now. Other girls can get away with it because within themselves, they are not desperate. Amaya within is desperate. Desperate to be seen and desperate to be loved and desperate to be chosen. And because of that, it actually comes out as an energy. That energy then comes out as almost kind of trying to throw herself onto somebody. That's why it comes out as doing too much. Okay? All right? Yes, and I explained it. The reason why it doesn't come off the exact same way with Hannah and why it doesn't come off the same way with Huda, and I've already said this, Huda's insecure. We already know this. And Hannah's also this girl. I already told you about this because they have a fearful avoidant attachment. But the point is, I've already talked about them. I've already talked about those two. Okay? You know what I mean? I've already talked about them too. Amaya's a part of that group. There's a three of them. She's a part of that group. Okay, so Amaya's wanting and needing to be loved and liked and to be appreciated and chosen. It drives her to go and put herself in dry, watery places. At least with Hannah and Huda, when they do it, it sticks. With Amaya, it's failed on 3 occasions, baby. This young boy here, Zach, he gonna play her. Now he might like her, but he gonna play her. He gonna kiss her, choose Andrea, and go back his ass back into that house. He gonna play Amaya. She gonna get sent home after 24 hours, and he gonna be with Olandria. Now, hey, that's my prediction, but I don't know if that's gonna be 100% true. Anything can happen in 24 hours. Maybe Zach's thinking about the sex he can get from Amaya, and that may make him want to choose Amaya over Olandria, because Olandria definitely ain't putting out nothing. You know what I'm saying to you? So I have to be fair to that perspective. That may happen. You know what I'm saying to you? But as of right now, he gonna use her and he gonna lose her. You know what I'm saying to you? He gonna use her and he gonna lose her. But we'll come back to them in a second or two. Let's talk quickly about Nick and Sierra. Baby girl, what's we doing? Baby girl, what's we doing? Sierra, wake up. Sis, wake the frick up. Wake the frick up. Wake the frick up. What assurance did he give you? Wake the frick up. What's the assurance? Wake the frick up, Sierra. That's what I keep telling you. I feel like production got involved because all of a sudden she became so cool about the fact that we have to be open. Almost like he whispered in her ear, we gotta go to Casa More, though. We gotta get to Casa More. Stay open. We gotta go to Casa More. Do not close it. They've told us Casamore's coming out. Do not close it. Okay. I like you. Like, what are you talking about? Where was the reassurance that she's talking about? Because I didn't see it. I didn't hear the reassurance. He said the exact same thing he said today as he said the day before. I like you. I want you. And that's it. He did not say he's closed off. He said the exact same thing what was said before. So where are we talking about this magical, I'm backing you. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Sis, if you don't come off the fairyland, if you don't come out of that place, baby, you're going to bump your head and fall and find out the wrong hard way. Because I don't know what they were saying. Anyway, let's quickly talk about some of this Casa More kind of stuff, okay? Can we talk about the fact that Taylor was enjoying Coco more than he's enjoyed Olandria all season long? Can we talk about the fact that Taylor was enjoying Coco more than he's enjoyed Olandria all season long? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm not saying he gonna choose her the way, but I'm just saying he ain't struggled one bit, but he was struggling with Olandria. Right? Like I keep saying, Olandria can't smell the cocoa through the trees. Olandria, if you don't wake the frick up, Olandria, wake the frick up. Because baby girl, you are looking crazy. Talk about you moving slow, but wait. If you don't pick up the pace. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, if you don't pick up the pace, what's going on, blood? Like, Olandria, like, clock it. What? Clock it. The man is struggling to tell you he likes you, that he loves, that he thinks you're attractive. We didn't really see any of these kind of things. He's been given the bare minimum. And the fact is, and here, by the way, did you guys hold on now? Did you notice what happened? I'm sorry. Did you clock what Olandria said? Did you clock what Andrea said? I now know why she can deal with bare minimum. I'm gonna remember I told you about people that move slow, that there actually is a fear, it's a fear response. When people tell you they move slow, it's got nothing for them moving, they're not moving slow. It's a fear response. The reason why people move slow is because it's a fear response for most people. I would say about 90% of people. The other 10% are the rarity. Most people, they're not moving slow because they want to move slow. They're moving slow because there's a fear behind this aspect. And she told us the reason why. She grew up in a household where she was a second parent. She grew up with a single mother and she was a second parent. That is parentification 101. Parentification 101. So I don't know if Olandria knows what fun is. You know what I mean? I don't know if she even knows what that even looks like. I don't know if she knows a world without responsibility. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I don't know if she knows that. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
How y'all was raised like 10, 20 years ago.
Okay, but I don't want to get copyright, okay? All right. So when you are that kind of that particular person, right? You're someone who has to, you also, when you get parentified, you end up also a lot of times pushing aside your needs in order to serve the family. What that does is that you may think you're very mature, but you're only mature in terms of responsibility, not emotionality. Let me make it very clear for anybody out here. If you are somebody that grew up in a household where you became a second parent or a third parent, you were your sibling's parent, basically, right? If you had to look after your parents and you had to look after them from a very young age and you became their carer or caretaker from a very young age, you were parentified, okay? And if you're parentified, what tends to happen is you have to forget about your needs because you're becoming a parent to a parent, or you're becoming a parent to young kids who are your siblings, but you're playing a parental role. What you end up doing is learning that your emotions and your needs are not important. But then what happens to you is that you don't realize, you think you're becoming very mature because actually your age group have never dealt with the responsibility you've dealt with. So you tend to hang out with people also a little bit more older than you, because it's kind of hard to hang out with people who've never experienced what you've experienced. So it's like, I'm an old head, I'm a mature head, I don't do certain things, but you miss out on a lot of life. Okay, all right, you miss out on a lot of life. And what ends up happening for a lot of people is that they put their needs aside in order to serve other people. And so actually what can also end up happening is that you have a fear, you can have a fear of being committed to people, because commitment comes with responsibility. And it feels like you're being trapped all over again. So what can end up happening is, because of this, because your emotions were dismissed from a very young age, you can look at relationships as a trap. So you're going to say, I take it slow. I take it slow. This time we'll take it slow. Like, and really all that's really happening is you're afraid of being trapped. That's why Taylor works for her, and that's why I said that she can't notice, because actually the emotional connection that she's building, she's actually offline. That's why someone like Taylor works, because Taylor's offline. So if you're offline and he's offline, you're both offline. You're not looking. If he was to come online, he would stress her out. So this whole I go slow is because you don't like to warm up too quickly. You don't want to feel like you're out of control. You don't want to feel like that the person's controlling you. You want to fall when you want to fall, but you're offline. You're emotionally offline. And so until you come online again, until you learn how to stay connected. What I mean by that is staying connected emotionally. Right, that, you know what I mean? When you're on that, you're gonna realize that Taylor was never it. You're gonna realize Taylor was never it. Taylor is only it because he's a safe place to land, because he does not trigger you to come online. Oh, let me tell you something. Today I gotta read her cards so that you can get out of this space. Baby girl, I want you to wake the frick up. Okay? The reason why Taylor works is because he's offline and does not trigger her to come online. He does not push her to stretch. So it's okay. You stay offline, I stay offline. Right? It's very low stakes. I'm not pulling you to anything. Okay? So, I'm gonna keep it a buck, keep it real. She has to come online. When she does, she'll start seeing it for what it really is. You get what I'm saying to you? When she does, she'll start seeing it for what it really is. Anyway, let me go on, because obviously, boy, Taylor was okay. So here's another thing as well. Okay, I love Austin and Jaden, but there's about to be a betrayal. I like Austin and Jaden connection, but there's about to be betrayal. Yeah. There's about to be betrayal. Because if Nick can betray Jeremiah, just believe that Austin, you are a pinata waiting to be hit. Okay. Just know if Nick can look in a man's face and betray his so-called boy, just know that Austin, you are not too far from being used as a pinata. Okay, all right. Because by the end of this episode, Nick is out here talking to the girl that you like, and she is swooning blood. Okay, swooning in the world. Okay, porn again got a chance in the world. Okay, all right. Nick gonna steal her heart once more again. Okay. And if there's any kind of ounce of there being, if there's any ounce of Austin even looking at another chance, they're gonna nuke Austin. I'm telling you, a man that can betray Jeremiah and look him in the eye and face and still trying to shake his hand, he can easily emotionally unalive Austin from the game. Okay, all right. Trust me, it's gonna be a mad one. You feel what I'm saying to you? It's gonna be a Mazza lean in the situation. Interesting. Let me see. Oh, okay. Let's get to the girls, obviously, and their connections as well, because obviously. Oh, wait, there was one more. Pepe has got a new thing already. Pepe got a thing already.
Cute smile, cute nose. Yeah,
She's an attractive girl.
where you from?
Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on. The body language in this episode, in this scene, I said Nick is already. Nick, hey Nick, maybe Nick's words have already happened to you already. You already gone. Nick's gone already. Pepe's already gone, blood. Who's Hannah? Who's talking that? Who's talking that? Who's talking that? Like he's gone. Blood, man's forgot. Who's Hannah, blood? Yeah. Just like Hannah forgot about Charlie, Pepe forgot about Hannah. It's done. Okay, it's done. It's finished. Okay. Once he got him a new thing, look at the body language. Look at the body language. It's long for everybody. Hannah, if you're at home, forget about Pepe. Pepe ain't it no more. He's gone. It's finished. Go and find Charlie and be happy ever after. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah? It's done. Yeah? It's done. African Aston said, is he meant to sit there and cry? No, it's not. No, but we said the same thing about Hannah, though. We said the same thing about Hannah. It's done. Yeah? Man's out here going, listen, I do the sweet nothings to you. Listen, I know you're a blonde thing, but listen, forget about Hannah. I'm on new things right now. You see you, Grayson. I'm feeling you. The blonde hair and all that. You get me? Listen, he's on new things now. Okay? He's on new things now. All right? So I don't want to hear nothing else. At the end of the day, man's on new things, fam. Yeah? New gal, new blondie. He's on things now, fam. Now, quickly, I want to talk about this situation. We need to talk about this guy here. He's an Ace 2.0. This is Ace 2.0 without all the trimmings. Okay, all right. This is Ace 2.0 without the trimmings.
But the one on the right thought he was going to be the target.
Immediately when he started, right, when all the man came in, yeah, and they were like, when they all came in, he's the first one to be asking everybody, hey, so hey, everybody sit down. What's every man feeling? What's every man feeling? I don't know. How did I catch this? You have to be scared too now. Yeah, you have to see it now. I saw it, so now you got to see it. I'm sorry, but my thing stopped on this. You got to see it now. I got to see it. You know what I'm saying to you? If I had to see this picture, you got to see it now. My bad. I'm just sorry. I had to show you because that's what my screen locked on that. I wanted you to see that. I'm sorry. There's no reason for it. I just wanted you to see it because I saw it. So you got to see that. You know what I'm saying to you? So if you were a little bit scared, I was scared too when my videotape stopped on that. You know what I'm saying to you? Okay. You want to see one more time? So I just had to let you see it, okay? Because that's not my fault. The screen stopped on there, okay? All right, but
hopefully this experience will help me find the one that I'm looking for real. You ain't ready for this. Come on, talk to the boys.
2.0. We got an Ace 2.0 right here. Okay, we got an Ace 2.0 right here. Okay, an Ace 2.0 round here. He about to try and dictate to these boys and tell these boys what to do. But no, I don't think he's going to be as bad as Ace. I don't think anybody can. But I was just like, okay, so he's a bit forward. He's a bit, he's confident. He's about that life. He chose Shelly. Okay, he chose Shelly. I said, oh. I said it's a short news syndrome, you know. They be coming correct. You know what I'm saying to you? The short news becoming correct. You get me? Now, can we talk about the choices that were made? And also, I'm sick to death with the kissing on the show. I cannot stand it. I don't know if I'm getting old of age. I cannot stand this kissing every fucking time we're on the show. I'm sick to death of it. It's nasty work. And every time we're kissing, I'm just thinking about the health concerns. It's nasty. I'm sick of it. I don't need to see every episode people changing partners and kissing. It makes me sick. Maybe I'm getting old. I think I'm getting old. I think I'm getting closer to the Christ Jesus. I'm getting too close to the Holy Ghost. Because for me, I'm sick of it. It's just, why is it every episode I've got to see them swapping saliva with somebody new? It's just nasty. It adds nothing to the show. It adds nothing to the show. I like nothing at all. Like, why is it every single time we're kissing? Every single time? Every single time? No, I'm sorry. Not at that age. At 22, even I don't care how bad of a boy you are. That's too much. It's an orgy over there. It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. I can't lie to you. It's an orgy. Nasty behaviors. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Okay. Yes, have some shame and have some class. Thank you. You know what I'm saying to you? Nasty work. Now, you mean you want to feel hurt? What do you mean? It's Jeremiah 2.0. It's Jeremiah 2.0. It's Jeremiah 2.0. Oh my God. It's Jeremiah 2.0. It's Jeremiah 2.0 without the looks. Because what are you telling me? Oh, I like to hear the fire in her. Shut the frick up. Shut the frick up. What are you telling me about you like the fire? Shut the frick up. What you talking about? What you talking about the fire? There's nothing. If you were watching a show, there's nothing fire, my guy. There is not. Fire is something that somebody has a little bit of gumption. They're a little bit assertive. There's somebody else. They're a little bit like, they're a bit strong with it. This is not fire. What we saw was not fire, bro. It was not fire. Okay, it's not fire. So this is telling me, bro, you saw the nonsense and you still think it's fire. Oh, okay. You know what? Frick it. When they do you dirty, I don't want to hear questions. Okay? When they do you dirty, I don't want to hear questions. You see how TJ ducked her? You see how TJ was like, excuse me, I really appreciate the fact that you like me, and I want to make sure that, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I want you to continue onwards. This ain't it. I said, what's going on? I said, you know what I mean? TJ just let her go. Now, my thing is like, yo, you're seeing fire. I'm like, no. I said, sir, stop that nonsense. I know the preference is giving you the fire, but it's not fire here. It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's a new start. I'm excited. Well, since JD is the only one,
there's no fire here, sir. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. You know what I mean? I said, when you find out, you find out. I don't want to hear nothing. When she crashing out again, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear squiddy squack squaddle. I don't want to hear squiddy squack squoggle from any of you. I don't want to hear Huda, and I don't want to hear him. If I hear him, I'm going to be annoyed. Especially when you're so tall, I don't want to hear you all the way from up there. Keep quiet from where you are. When you're on the top of that skyscraper, from when you're talking from your 6'6" self, I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. Yeah? Well, that's going to be another thing. If they haven't watched the show, they don't know she's a mummy. If they have watched the show, then he can't be excused for choosing her when you know the madness that she comes with. Right? I don't, you know what I'm saying to you? Like, it doesn't work either way. If, he hasn't watched the show because maybe they didn't let the new contestants watch the show, fine. But then what is Huda going to do? Because is she going to tell him early that she has a kid or not? Or are we about to do the exact same thing the very same thing that Taylor and Ace are complaining about, that Jeremiah was going to make the same mistake again? And is this Huda going to make the same mistake again? Because if they haven't watched the show and they don't know she's a mother, are we about to go through this all again? Or if they did watch, why the frick are you telling me about fire? Because nothing about fire.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, but also
Obviously, having two men after her, you know, Shelly's sexy, so I get it. She carries herself in a certain way. You have to like Shelly. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's something sexy about Shelly. She's cute. She's demure, but something about. Listen, I don't like the way she treats Austin, but I don't really care about that. But she's sexy. I'm sorry, Shelly is sexy. There's something about Shelly, the confidence, the energy. I mean, I don't know why she got played by Ace. Now that's something, but the confidence, the vibrancy, the willingness to be on the edge. There's something sexy about her. You have to admit that. You know what I'm saying to you? Very different profile to Olandria. Like with Shelly, you're gonna get excited. If I put Olandria and Shelly together, I'm gonna always choose Olandria because I'm a person that also likes. I like the mental aspect. You know what I'm saying? I like a deep thinking person. I like the depth of conversation. I think me and Olandria will get on. But Shelly's gonna excite you. You know what I'm saying? She like you are gonna have a good time. You're gonna be great vibes. You're always smiling. Life is easy with her. You know what I'm saying to you? So yeah, and of course Ace is into Shelly now because he can't get her. That's why Ace is in trouble. He can't get her. So now he's gonna try and probably fight it to get back. We'll see. You know what I mean? You're gonna fight it to get it back. Now, of course, obviously Shelly choosing a tall ass guy. I mean, it was never in doubt.
Chris.
The ladies are just as bad as the men. I'm sorry. You ladies are just as bad as the men. The height is what confused her. I'm sorry. It's the height that confused her. Forget about the kiss. The height confused her. That's what she's looking about climbing a tall timber tree. The height confused her. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like the height is what's got her clocked. So I'm just saying, you know, I ain't mad at it. I just want to be honest with it. The height has her geeked. She's looking at that height like, you know what? Look at that smile.
We don't find out.
Zach, hey, why?
I don't like it. I did not like the fact that Zach Dunn chose Alandria because the body language was telling me he ain't even like her. The body language is telling me he don't even like Alandria. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Okay? Sorry, he don't like her for shot. He don't like her for shot. He don't like her for nothing, blood. Okay? When a brother comes and stands there next to you like this, like he the baddest bee next, like he tapping his foot on the ground right now, like, because you late and stuff. When he's standing like that, brother don't like you for nothing, blood. Okay? He don't like you for nothing, blood. Okay? I'm going to keep it a buck and I'm going to keep it real. The reality, listen, Olandria is so sexy, it's ridiculous. But you have to understand, yeah, these shows, I swear. And can we, wait, hold on. Just to prove that Nick is not into these black women. Why was he so excited about Jaden, but not as excited about Coco? Why was he so excited about Jaden, but wasn't excited about Coco? If you don't cut the crap, I need y'all on TikTok to cut the crap. Okay? This whole, it could work. It could look so good if Nick was with Alandria. Shut the frick up. Shut the frick up. Get the frick out of here. Okay? All right? Get the frick out of here. No, it doesn't matter if Coco ignored him. If I think someone's attractive, I think they're attractive. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, you ignoring me means nothing for me when I still find you attractive. He didn't, well, they might have edited it. He didn't even mention nothing about Coco. He didn't mention nothing about Coco. And he said Clark wasn't even his type. I said, get the frick out of here. Clark ain't your type. I'm not saying that you don't have to, she has to be a type. But I said that certainly means you probably ain't gonna have Alandria as your type. Yeah, if Clark is not your type, I'm sorry. Alandria is not gonna be your type. It's given fetish. I don't want to be saying it, but I'm gonna say it. Okay? That's what I try to tell y'all. In fact, let me not say fetish, because that just sounds so bad. He just want to have sex with Alandria. Okay, he wants to taste it and see what happens. Okay, he wants to taste it and see what happens. I'm gonna be the one to say it. Okay, I'm gonna be the one to say it because I know not a lot of people don't want to say it because they want to prove that Alandria is wanted by this guy. He's not. He doesn't want her. Okay, that's not even as close to his type. Okay, all he wants from Alandria is some sexual activities. Okay, look, he sees that. I'm going back to my word. It's fetish. Okay, that ain't his type. He ain't got his type. His type is Caucasian, and it's okay. We ain't got. I ain't mad at it. His type is Caucasian, and it's okay. Okay, it's okay. His type is Caucasian, and there's nothing wrong with that because he's Caucasian. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna leave it at 8. Okay.
What made you choose Alandria?
I think it was
Anyway, but yeah, I like them as a little couple thing. I think they're pretty cool. You know what I mean? I think they're pretty cool. I can't lie to you. I think they've got a nice vibe. I think they've got nice energy. You know, I know, but Jeremiah's not there, so she can't go to Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying to you? Jeremiah's no longer there, so she can't go to him. Okay, so you know, Jeremiah can't go there, so you know she has to let that go. Unfortunately, you get me. So I can't be mad at her and the fact that she did that. You know what I'm saying to you? Can't be mad at it. You know, and in terms of obviously as well, like Clark did not choose. Clark was not having it. Clark did not. She said, "That brother, I don't want nothing to do with him. I am not the type to go after that kind of man." Clark was like, "No, I'm sorry." Okay, Clark was like, "I'm not. That is not me. I'm not about it. I don't want to see him. I don't want to touch him. I don't want to be near him." Clark was like, nah, not for me. Now, obviously, certain people were kissing in a kissing game, but the girls, Coco was doing some stuff, which, you know what? I hear it. Coco was like, you know what? I'm going to put the pause on some people out here. Coco put the pause on Ace and Taylor, okay? And then did not kiss Nick. Now, I don't know. You know what? Coco is a true black woman. I ain't going to lie to you. She said, I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to do that. Hey, Coco said, I ain't gonna do that. Y'all ain't gonna get me there. Yeah, y'all not gonna get me in that kissing stuff. Sorry, but I don't trust these boys. They're gonna get some pecks on his cheeks, and that's about it. She said, I'm willing to risk my chance. I don't need to be kissing everybody like they. She said, I'll kiss you on the neck. That's what she said. I'm gonna kiss you on the neck. That's what you're gonna get. But you ain't gonna get nothing else.
Fourth kiss was interesting because she was kissing my body and my neck, and
she said, "I ain't touching them lips." Okay, them lips have been somewhere. She said, "Them lips have been somewhere, and I ain't about to touch it." So, you know, I'm a definitely rock with it. Sicky. But listen, look. I'm gonna do another live probably tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But Wednesday, guys, we have panel. Okay, Wednesday we have panel. I see that Sean and Seaway have caught up, so I'm expecting them on Wednesday night to be ready and available. I'm a little bit scared because I know them two are ready to go. But Wednesday night, myself, Sean, Seaway, I think a few of you guys want to join as well. Let me know. We will have a live panel on Wednesday to discuss the whole of the week because Wednesday is no Love Island on. So we'll have a panel and we'll talk more about it as well. I will do another live tomorrow, but I'll do it a little bit more focused. Today I didn't do it focused today. But yeah, we will definitely on Wednesday night be having some madness because boy, whoo! Someone said his skin is purging. Bloody hell. You lot are ruthless. You lot are ruthless. Y'all are ruthless. Y'all are ruthless with the cold source chat. But listen, we gonna go. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna see you guys on Wednesday night tomorrow, but then Wednesday night we'll have it as well. Okay, so Wednesday night we go again. I appreciate y'all. Still up, so we'll see you again soon. Much love.